Hello there guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make a garlic chili noodles. There's loads of videos about this and I just want to do something a little bit different, and here is all the ingredients that I'll be using. So obviously you got the noodle, I've got peri peri seasoning, I've got crushed chili, Cajun seasoning, I've got garlic salt, chili pepper, we've got black pepper, soy sauce, we've got the dark soy there, we've got hoisin, obviously salt, olive oil, extra virgin, noodles. I've got the hot water boiling. I haven't got my pan with me, I forgot to bring it. I left it in the other house, but I'm using the wok. I've got another one there. And obviously I've got my onions, chilies and the garlic. So we'd like to get a bit more garlic flavour. So what I'm going to do is add some salt to the water. Probably about 2 or 3 should do the trick. And we're just going to add some noodles there. So it's going to be about 8 minutes. We just leave the noodles there for. So for today's video, I'm just going to add just about more than half amount. I don't want to use too much. So I'm going to do just about over half. And we're just going to put it there. So I'm going to be adding about half. Just going to spread it around, and then once it goes soft it will go inside more. I'm going to leave the half for next time. So I'm going to let that get cooking, boiling, and we will come back to this one. So probably about 8 minutes on that. And what we're going to do now is start the actual preparation. So we've got the chilies, the garlic and the red onions there. So let's heat this one up. So we just put about roughly about 3 tablespoons of oil. So we're just going to let the pan heat up a bit, and we're going to add the oil in, the garlic in this. So I'd say probably about medium. So this one's electric cooker. I've got it on number 4 there because I don't want the garlic to burn too quick. So I'd say like 3 or 4 would probably be the better. So I've just changed mine to 3, and if I do need it to go up a bit more, I'll put it up again. So I'm just going to let that heat up. Just get the wok all covered in oil. And I'll be back once it's just warmed up a bit. So I'm going to add the garlic. So it's heated up a little bit, so I don't want it to be too hot. So it's probably been about a minute just over. So what we're going to do is add the garlic in first. And we're going to add the onions a bit later. There we go. So we're going to let that just get cooked a bit. So the idea of this is the garlic to be a little bit infused with the oil basically. So I just want it slowly getting cooked because you don't want it to burn too quick, because then you'll get that golden color too fast. So I want the oil to get soaked up with the garlic, because that's how I'm trying to get the garlic taste onto the noodle. And then obviously we're going to add the onions and the chilies later. So I'm going to get that warmed up slowly. So it's on 3, like medium heat, and I'm going to just get that warmed up a bit. And obviously just keep an eye out on your noodles. So you can see it's just slowly just going in there. So you can just like move it about if you need to, just put everything in there. So there you go. So you know that everything is being cooked properly. So you can see it's starting to fry up a bit. So I'm going to add some garlic powder. So just a little bit. I'll probably say about one teaspoon should do the trick. So you just want to get that nice garlic taste to it. So just going to let that get infused there. And the other option you can add is also you can add coriander or parsley if you wanted. So you just get that nice smell as well, nice aroma. So you're just going to let that cook. And obviously just keeping an eye out on your noodles as well, because they will be slowly getting ready. Because you don't want it to be too cooked. So you can see there it's getting soft. So you just cook it for about another minute or so. And yeah, so that's being cooked here. So what I'm going to do now is add the chilies. So now I just want the chilies to get infused with the garlic. So probably about a couple of minutes, let it saute for a few minutes. And then we will add the onions. And if you do want to add like parsley or anything, you can also add that now. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to get some coriander and just get that added. So now I'm going to add the onions. I've got the chilies cooking for a while, for a few minutes. So now I'm just going to add the onions. And I've now taken off the noodles from the heat. I'm just going to quickly just get this cooked for about a couple of minutes. So what I'm going to do is add the coriander. So you can put quite a bit in there if you like. It's up to you how much you prefer. Because it is optional, but it's just nice having that nice aroma effect. There you go. So we just let that cook. So you're just going to mix all that around. Now you can already get the smell of the coriander, which is really nice aromatic smell there. So just let that. There we go. So now what we're going to do is add these spices in there. I'm going to add a little bit of peri-peri seasoning there, so not too much, just like light amounts. I'll probably say less than a teaspoon. You just want just a little bit. And then obviously you can add the chili, so I'll probably say about 1 tablespoon should do the trick. Well, probably about half a tablespoon, unless you like it really spicy. I'm going to add a little bit of Cajun seasoning because that is quite nice. So not too much, probably about half a teaspoon or even less. And then a little bit of black pepper. And obviously salt. So you don't really need too much salt. What I'm going to do is just get that mixed up a bit. So you can smell that is really nice. So what I'm going to do is add the soya sauce. So this is probably about 3 to 4 tablespoons. Should do the trick. This is an optional one, but I just like to add a bit of hoisin sauce as well. So just a little bit, doesn't have to be too much. There we go, and get that mixed. Now it's time to add the noodle. So what I'm going to do is add it straight from the actual, because you can see it's still in the water. So having a bit of water is not a problem because that's obviously the noodle water doing. There we go. And if you do need to add a little bit of water, you can always add it from that noodle water there. Because obviously it's got all the good stuff there. And then just give it a nice mix. So you can see the soy sauce now making it a little bit darker. Grab all the ingredients. So you can see this all nicely getting mixed now. So you just stir fry for a few minutes. Just let it cook a bit. So I've just fried it for about a few minutes there, so now that's ready. So you can just switch that off and then we can start plating. So I'm just going to take that off heat now. So now that's finished, so we're just going to plate this up then. So you just grab a nice layer. And what I like to do is just give it a little swirl. There you go. And then just give it a nice little swirl there. And what I like to do is garnish it a bit with garlic oil and a bit of parmesan. That is optional. So just put a little bit of garlic oil. There we go. So it just gives it a nice taste there. And then you could just add some parmesan on top and that would look nice. So I just gotta open my package. I had to buy these ones because I couldn't find the actual, the grated ones. So I had to go for these ones, but they do work. So we're just gonna sprinkle a bit there. There we go, and then I'm just going to sprinkle this one. There we go. And that's ready to serve. And if you did want to put some coriander or parsley on top, you can do that. But I'm going to leave it as this because it just looks really nice like that. And that's everything. So thank you guys for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.